Alright, boys, today we are going to try our luck at a fourth international while reviewing and looking at some presuppositional apologetics by everyone's favorite presup, Darth. It's with perspective philosophy, and he's going to be way too generous and way too nice right off the bat with an extremely good, coherent argument, which is the funniest part. This sounds like one of the better engagements, especially the beginning of how perspective articulates himself.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say that I am an agnostic, and I believe that I can be rationally agnostic of a tri-omni, an omnibenevolent, omniscient, omnipotent creator who is the creator and sustainer of the universe, and of all being, shall we say. I believe I could be agnostic about that. Do you have any issues with the way that I've defined God there, or anything like that?
No.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm agnostic because I was actually raised Catholic. I was raised Catholic, but I'm agnostic because I believe that the
Amen, brother.
existence of an absolute perfect being defies the capacity for understanding of a human, and we would have to attribute non-perfect characteristics to that being in order to create any justification for its existence. So in other words, I would have to be able to point towards the metaphysical reality of a god, and being able to do so would mean I would have to conceptualize of that reality and understand it, which would diminish its perfection. So I'm taking something that is close to the akin of via negativa, of why we cannot know God. And
this is an extremely nice argument, especially when engaging with presubs. Anyone that's not Darth Dawkins, that is, he's just going to steamroll you the whole time and try to immediately call you on some Wittgensteinian language game meme just to look better in front of whoever he's in the call with. But this is a really good one because it doesn't involve some normal evidentialist or empiricist approaches. This seems like a very necessary argument that I can't have knowledge of metaphysical absolutes. God is a metaphysical absolute, but even more so a unique one in the Christian worldview because it tends to imply certain triune characteristics that involve omniscience, omnipotence, things like that, that seem to be not only contradictory at first glance, but if you don't even involve that, impossible to know since it is perfect, and God would be considered the perfect knowledge or the perfect form in the world. But he also references some modality, I think, too, in a little bit.
In saying that, I believe from that point, if I cannot know God, then there is relevant falsehood from a Gettier position, and so there is no need to believe or disbelieve necessarily, and so both positions are equally as rational. So that's my position.
A pretty standard, but very, very well articulated philosophical explanation of what I think most intelligentsia tend to describe as the questions of trying to answer God, maybe explicitly the Christian God in this case, but very, very well articulated.
Outlined.
Are you maintaining that you're neutral toward the existence of God?
I'm maintaining that it's not about a belief in the existence of God, but in the knowledge of God. I'm neutral towards the knowledge of God.
Are you neutral toward the existence that there is an ultimate creator God? Are you neutral toward that?
Am I neutral towards the existence of an ultimate creator God? I guess what I'm really saying is I don't believe that I can even...
A little tongue twister right there. Holy crap. The hell?
Know what that is to be positive or negative towards it.
I want to know what it is at a fundamental and ultimate level that would institute and secure...
and this is where the dialogue tree really, really picks up, guys. This is where it's going to get pretty irritating, because this is the main pushing point of most presubs, and especially Vantilius presubs like Darth Dawkins, especially because they push a very arrogant philosophical view of this, that everyone is endowed with knowledge, maybe more so because of the Calvinism and the predeterminism that's implicit in Calvinism. But Van Tillianism usually makes claims about your knowledge and everyone else's knowledge when being engaged with a Calvinist. So they would assume you have intrinsic knowledge of God that was bestowed upon you. That's relatively certain, if not absolutely certain. And any sway from that or declaration of a lack of knowledge is just the Holy Spirit and or God hardening your heart in the same way the Pharaoh's heart was hardened. So it's more of like God's grace is required, and that's because of the concept of the elect or regeneration in Calvinism that they're trying to push. But this is where it's going to start stonewalling, and it sounds like a foundationalist that won't acknowledge his foundations in some sort of anti-pluralistic way, not even trying to communicate with someone else, just speaking from their worldview, not leaving it. And the most ironic thing about this too is that Van Til even talks about stepping in the other person's shoes, and it almost seems like some sort of maybe psychological projection onto his philosophy, because it tends that you hear the exact opposite when actually engaging with them.
Sure that anything is necessary. Do you have anything defensible that would implement and secure that?
There is nothing that could show the necessity of logic sufficiently. It is fundamentally impossible.
I didn't mention logic. You need to focus on my question.
And as you can see, DD is already being extremely uncharitable, as this is how most people, especially agnostics or non-religious people or religious, would ground a lot of their knowledge, or at least their properly basic beliefs, if not presuppositions, through the laws of logic, just declaring them to be some sort of infallible knowledge, whether it's constructed or discovered, or simple tautologies, depending on your worldview. Others may actually believe they're grounded. You can be an agnostic and believe it's grounded too, but Darth Dawkins is going to take it as uncharitably as possible. The only critique anyone could levy at perspective in this is being way too kind and way too forthright with this man.
Not answer something that you would like to me have said. You need to answer the question that I have asked you. Is there anything that is fundamental and ultimate?
You're roboting a bit, mate.
Is there anything that is fundamental and ultimate that dictates any and all possibility and impossibility?
Is there anything that dictates all possibility and impossibility? Not that I'm aware of or not aware of, if that's... So I have no idea.
Nothing identifiable. Okay, so therefore nothing's impossible then.
Well, yeah, anything that breaks the laws of logic would be impossible.
No. What dictates the laws of logic?
Necessity. Yeah, here's a question, mate. Would you say that God is necessary?
I'll be God himself is what is fundamental and ultimate. He's eternal.
Right, and is his existence necessary?
Okay.
Now, if Darth really is enjoying the conversation or feeling a little bit okay, he may actually answer a couple of your questions, which I think tends to be a unique circumstance. But as you'll see, it won't last for very long.
Okay. It's necessary, and he's metaphysically necessary. Yes.
Okay. Why would you say that he's metaphysically necessary?
Because he revealed that he is the only thing that is eternal.
Okay. Now, and how do you know that he revealed?
First of all, I'll be glad to address that, but you have yet to answer my.
And this is going to be the last question that Darth answers from perspective philosophy, probably.
My questions. You keep on flipping and flopping all over the place. Now, what I want to know to you is, can you say what is, can be, or cannot be when there's nothing identifiable? Would you not overspeak me, please?
Sorry, I'm
literally the most uncharitable human being possibly to exist.
I'm just running it through my head. Sorry.
Okay. So, can you assert in a logically necessary way what is, can be, or cannot be if you have nothing that is identifiably instituting what's possible and impossible? Since you don't know what, if anything, is fundamental or ultimate, and you have no defense that there's something dictating what's possible and impossible, then you're not going to be in a position to say what is, can be, or cannot be. You keep on appealing to the laws of logic, but the laws of logic are abstractions about the nature of all particulars. But you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay, that's also not necessarily the case, depending on your view of logic, whether you're maybe an instrumentalist or a constructivist, possibly even someone that essentializes it or can ground logic that makes claims about it. They would all ascribe different characteristics to logic. So this is just him talking in such a narrow-minded way that he is avoiding pluralism by any means necessary.
The fact that you can't doubt them doesn't instantiate them. I want to know how you can assert anything.
Again, some people would not say that's the case. Some people would essentialize or ground doubt as a very important part of their philosophy.
That is necessary when you don't know that anything is fundamental and ultimate, dictating everything.
Well, here's actually, I guess, the point. I would say that there cannot be knowledge in relation to something which is absolute and ultimate, because it goes beyond comprehension, because it would require something that goes beyond human capacity. So then you have to tell me
wrong.
how you can know
God. That's wrong.
That's
without
wrong.
attributing something which is non-absolute.
Well, first of
to
all,
him.
you're changing the subject now. You're baiting and switching. Now everything you just
He's not. He's just expressing a more nuanced position as the conversation goes on, and Darth won't allow that to be known.
said is wrong.
How is
because there are Listen to me. Everything you just said is categorically wrong because there are rocks on the moon. Do you accept or reject that?
Wait, what?
And this is the key problem. We can engage with different philosophies in a pluralistic, open-minded manner that's a forum between these two belief systems, not forcing you into, pigeonholing you into a circumstance where you have to acknowledge the direct implications. You can be honest and try to work through it with the person there. It's the best way to do philosophy. This is just intellectual bullying.
Everything you just said is wrong because there are rocks on the moon. Do you accept or reject that statement?
I have no idea what that means in terms of how it's relevant.
There are rocks on the moon. Therefore, everything you've said is false. Do you accept that?
No, I do not accept that.
Okay. Well, how would you rule that out in a world where nothing is defensibly impossible?
Well, I would say the laws of logic are always necessitated, which is the necessitation rule in modal logic, which is why they're in all possible worlds include logic.
No, how would you know what's possible if you don't
By literally exactly what he just said.
know what is fundamental, ultimate, dictating what's possible? What's possible and impossible are contingencies. Okay?
No, they're not.
Okay, listen to me. What's possible?
That's, literally impossibility and possibility. Explicitly how Darth is defining it too, would then be necessary in this case, which is extremely stupid. But he's talking from a not God world, as he might say.
We're not talking about abstractions here. We're talking about the real world. Okay? We're not talking about your vivid imagination. All right? What we're talking about is the ontology of existence. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What is, can be, or cannot be ontologically? Is there something that is fundamental and ultimate, that is the source and the basis of why anything is, can be, or cannot be ontologically?
That question cannot be answered.
If you can't answer that,
I would not maybe go that far, but it depends. I'd say that's not a common that's a very common view, so it's not like surprising, but Darth is gonna be like, gasp, oh my god, you've now left yourself in a corner.
then you need to be quiet in your non-Christian worldview, because you're not going to be in a position to say what is, can be, or cannot be. The only way that we could... Good, then how would you be able to know what can be ontologically then? How do you do that?
So you would build it up from the necessitated basis of being, nothingness, and reason.
No, listen to me. That is mumbo jumbo what you...
Mumbo jumbo. I believe we also call that not an argument. Because what he said is a very good example of some existential start to like philosophical inquiry, some regressive, transcendental, and immanent critique, whatever you want to generalize it as, something around that basis that's a very good way to begin a philosophical inquiry, and it's assuredly not mumbo jumbo.
You just said. Okay.
What is that mumbo jumbo?
It's mumbo jumbo. Please tell me what is fundamental and ultimate, dictating and securing what is ontologically possible and impossible. What is it?
There is no way to define something which is external to possibility by definition.
Okay. Repeat that again.
So there is no ability to define something which goes beyond the limits of language, goes beyond the limits of possibility.
Okay. So
by definition.
So as far as you know, is then events and relationships be events could all be spontaneous and unrelated.
As far as any of us know, there is no fundamental instantiation of the laws of logic beyond the point of necessity.
Okay. Again, the laws of logic pertain to all particulars. All right.
Based.
Now I'm going to ask you a question.
Fucking, this makes the run a little bit easier, especially if they don't try and allies. A lot of the colonies sometimes leave.
Deny the existence of particulars.
Oh, you do? Okay. Good. Well, then the conversation's over then, because then there are no actual.
Denying the existence of particulars can be an extremely common thing, especially for people that actually read into some sort of immanent critique and make realistic, honest claims about what they believe reality is expressed as, especially in ontology, which most people that read into philosophy now tend to come out with rather circumcised beliefs about, or more conservative beliefs in the field. But not sure. Maybe with the amount of apologetics, it could change. Not sure how the precept's been affecting philosophy communities.
Distinctions. Any verbalizing of distinctions would be fiction.
No, you can have individuals and individual universals. So this would be the understanding of Aristotle.
When I talk about particulars, I'm talking about things that are discrete from other things ontologically. Are we clear?
That's determinate objects or determinate beings.
Okay,
That's
yeah. Listen to me. I'm talking about ontologically here. Okay, is the ultimacy of reality, is it a concrete one or a concrete many?
Is it the one or many? It's both.
And how were you able to determine that?
Because
how did you determine what is the concrete one? What is that?
How did I determine what is the concrete one?
What is the concrete one? What is it that, in order to tell me what the concrete one is, you're going to have to be identifying what is fundamental and ultimate. But you told me that that's unidentifiable.
I don't believe I can tell you what the concrete one is beyond the point of saying
then how do you know there's a concrete one?
All I would say is there's a necessity of existence.
No, listen to me. All you're giving me is mumbo jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo. Whenever he starts degrading into things like this, he's getting to the foundation or the presuppositions of your worldview, but he can't recognize it because, unlike Van Til actually talks about, he can't step out of his worldview to be pluralistic for a second. Pluralistic in the most pluralistic sense, and not even accept pluralism, but just attempt to view it that way. Now, I understand, especially strong foundationalists, once you get to a certain point, especially in metaphysics and ontology, there's some difficulties stepping outside your worldview, especially when it comes to certain very, very low order things in your worldview. But there's a human way to talk about philosophy that's not just this literally proving some Wittgensteinian language game for this very insecure old man that can't help but berate people like a kid killer teacher, but in the realm of philosophy.
Now,
how am I giving you one more jumbo, man?
Is the totality of reality, is it a concrete one or a concrete many? You said it's both. Okay, what is the concrete one?
What is the concrete one? The necessity of existence.
Sir, that's an abstraction. I want to know concretely, what is it that is one?
It can be concrete to certain individuals depending on how they define concrete and substance. Maybe some idealists would take a much different approach, especially some form of mind dependency only. I'm not sure if Van Til directly implied that with absolute mind dependency. I think he actually acknowledges some like physical material reality as being real too, but it's expressed and maintained by God and God's mind. Maybe that would be some form of idealism then. But there's definitely ways to make properly basic declarations, especially for some direct realists, naive realists, empiricists as a whole, that do involve concrete things, especially if they maybe reject metaphysics and make certain only claims about the concreteness. And that can reference necessity being.
It is I can only talk in abstractions about what is an abstract concept.
No, if something is a concrete one,
Yeah, that does make sense.
It's not an abstract one. That is why I ask you: is the totality of existence a concrete one or a concrete many? You said it's a concrete one.
Oh,
and a concrete
I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. Okay.
No, you can't do this. You cannot have a sudden realization and try to keep being honest with this person. You're just being too nice. It won't work.
Don't know.
We're talking ontologically. Okay. So you don't know whether the totality of reality that it's a concrete one or not.
I do not have absolute knowledge about ontology and the ontology of the world. I only have those claims I believe I can make about it. Yes, that actually seems very nuanced and reasonable.
I don't know whether the fundamental existence of reality is one or many in its
okay. So when you invoke references to distinctions being actual, is that real or fiction?
When something is actual, I would say that it's real. Yeah.
So actual distinctions between entities, it's real.
Yep.
And how do you know that?
I could say that the distinctions between the entities, well, this is I guess I would say that there is no fundamental way to know whether these distinctions exist in terms of the totality.
So you don't know if distinctions are real or fiction.
I do in a concrete sense, but not in an abstract sense.
Okay, so you know that distinctions are real. Okay, now is there anything?
Okay, not what he said. Also, that's not what he said. He's just gonna take it and move on because I guess even staying in your own dialogue tree gets boring sometimes.
That concrete unifies these distinctions so that you could intelligibly speak in your world. The God of the Bible himself has imposed a concrete oneness and manyness. Okay, so is there anything in your non-Christian worldview that concretely unifies the distinctions that you say are real?
Becoming. I would say becoming unified.
No, what is it concretely that imposes and sustains that the unity among the diversity of entities is real?
Wait a minute. Wait. What do you mean by concretely? Because are you saying that God? Then what do you mean by?
I'm not talking about.
What do you mean by
abstract
concrete?
Unity.
Well, what do you mean by concrete?
When God created this world, okay, he introduced an array of distinctions of particulars. He then imposed at various levels categories, classes, right, and universals. They are imposed by God and they are sustained by God, but you don't accept that.
But how would you know that they were imposed and sustained by God?
We would know that by God revealing it. Now,
why
I want to know from
God...
you. Please don't overtalk me.
Well, I haven't.
As I said, the last question has been lost to time and eternity and metaphysical unknowns.
I haven't had a chance to ask you any questions.
I want to know from you.
Well,
you see, you wanted to establish our discussion here was about the viability of agnosticism.
Yes,
right? I'll be glad to discuss my worldview in short order.
He will not do that. I'm certain he will get angry before that.
But we haven't finished the first topic. You want to pretend like you did an effective case. You have done none of the such. Now,
this is where I think the projection starts coming, and he does this a lot, talking down. has to be some very deep-rooted problems. You can only pity it.
What I want to know is this. Can you make sense of your world if all of the distinctions in actual discrete particulars, ontological concrete particulars, that they is actual unity as opposed to abstract unity? Does unity actually exist among any discrete entities in existence?
Yeah, in becoming.
What imposes that at a fundamental and ultimate level?
I would not be able to make a knowledge claim about what could or could not impose.
So you have no defense that unity has actually been imposed and sustained.
I would say that my defense is in the observation of unity and the necessary observation of unity.
You're inferring there's unity there. Okay, if you see two women walking down the sidewalk, you might conclude that they're identical twins, but then you find out that they're doppelgangers.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
What I want to know from you is when you claim by your sense perception that there's unity among diversity. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to say, well, it seems to be that way, it appears that way. It's because the unity could be illusory.
You hear the domineering come in, that toxic masculinity, as we might say. It's shameful.
I think that's a good point. Would you
not overtalk me, please?
No, I was
Would you not overtalk me, please?
When you're trying to show as much charity as possible to someone that just keeps beating you, I don't know why he's being so charitable to this person. Darth, I don't understand why he has to be so sociopathic either.
Now, is the unity real?
Is the unity real? Yes.
Okay, as opposed to merely abstract. Now, what is it at a fundamental and ultimate level that is not the God of the Bible that imposes and secures that the unity is real?
I do not know if there is anything which imposes.
So you don't know that. So you don't know that the unity.
And this is the gotcha. I don't know. Not aware. I make very, very fair, reasoned claims to people because I think I want to be charitable. Oh my God, what a horrible, horrible person.
He is real then.
I would say that I know it's real. Yes, I would.
Okay, what is it that imposes and secures that?
I would say that it's a hylomorphic relationship between
that's
individuals.
Again, whenever you try to get deep, whenever you try to express some actual knowledge, you just gobbledygook, mumbo jumbo. How old are you? I've dealt with 1,000 kids like you. He also has these very chewed up and spit out talking points that are like very repetitive and irritating, almost like a politician spitting out talking points. I hate that I somewhat enjoy listening to him act like a complete dickhead. I feel immoral for admitting it.
That's our stall, actually.
Listen to me.
It's not.
I want you to give me an answer that everyone in this room can understand.
Okay.
You see, it's very common. It's very common for graduate students like you to speak in mumbo jumbo, to speak in double talk, to try to obscure the fact that you can't answer the question.
And it sounds like Darth never does that in an attempt to try to be more supreme or the most virtuous one in the room. The one who literally, unironically, used the term righteous indignation when he screams at people online. Whew.
Okay.
Now, I want to know, is there something that has actually instituted and secured actual unity?
Is there anything that is instituted and secured actual unity? Actual unity. Unity between what?
Listen, dude, you're wasting.
He's just trying to honestly think about it. He paused for a second. Even, you know what? What is unity? Are you obfuscating?
My time.
No,
I'm asking. Claim that you. Please do not overtalk me.
I know you're
overtalk me. Don't overtalk me. Now you are
projecting. I think it's a little. A little obvious. A little obvious.
Wasting my time by giving me mumbo jumbo gobbledygook responses. I ask these questions every single day. I've been doing it for several years from people from all different educational backgrounds. You're one of the rare individuals who keeps on spewing gobbledygook answers. Okay. Now, if you understand the basics of philosophy,
one of the few.
and you can explain it.
The basics of philosophy are not the basics of any other field, and that is a brutal way to put it.
You should be able to explain in everyday language for everyone in this room to understand what you're saying. Now, is there something that in actuality imposes?
And now Darth retreats to layman. He retreats from his position of high intellectual authority to now you have to show some humility, man. Speak in common parlance. Are you trying to be a high and mighty up there while talking down to someone being so charitable?
And secures that there's unity among diversity.
I would say that being itself necessitates unity at a fundamental level.
Sounds okay. Very
does
reasonable.
Being encompass all particulars?
Being encompasses.
Does being represent? Is it the set of all particulars?
Maybe it seems to be. It definitely seems to be, depending on, I guess, like your view of induction or how you express knowledge about ontology in the world. But it usually seems to be.
Of all particulars. If by particulars, you mind if I take that as individuals? Just
nope, you cannot clarify. You're not allowed to. Stop it.
Discrete ontological entities.
Does being represent all discrete ontological entities?
Yeah, we make it a communist Portugal too.
Yes.
So.
Okay, so it's an abstract set?
Yes.
Then it wouldn't be concrete. I want to know what concrete...
Okay, no, that's not the case. These can be fused concepts depending on how your worldview functions. Extremely uncharitable and some sort of unbelievable no ability to engage with someone, honestly. It's actually crazy.
Is ultimate and fundamental that imposes the actuality and the perpetuity of unity among discrete entities.
But wait a minute. What I kind of don't understand here is why you think there could be something concrete, which would be able
is there something that is ultimate and fundamental that imposes actual concrete unity as opposed to the appearance of unity?
There is nothing that we could know of that would be concrete that could establish unity beyond speaking. So
you don't know if you.
He couldn't have listened to him. I don't believe it's possible for you to listen to someone and just cut off that last word, unless maybe the content or the substance of what they were saying was in the beginning, which it wasn't. It was like right up to the last word.
Unity is concretely real, or it's an illusion?
I do, because it's necessitated.
What at a fundamental and ultimate level institutes and secures that the unity is real and concrete?
Logic.
Logic is not what would dictate logic.
Well, it would depend if it dictates an ultimate reference point or not. It tends to be what most people consider properly basic or some sort of undoubtable, regardless of your interpretation, instrumentalist or not, or some sort of realist. It's not an unreasonable position, so any shock he has is a completely ethos or pathos focused argument. It's nothing to actually do with any logic involved in the conversation.
Would be an abstraction, sir. That is a terrible answer, and I'm not trying to be insulted.
That's okay.
I'm not trying to be insulted.
That I would expect from a 14-year-old.
I'm not trying to be insulting. Not trying to be insulting. You're 14. No, I'm not insulting. I'm not trying to be insulting at all. You're just 14.
Not a graduate student.
Okay. That's a bit spicy.
No, I guess it's
if I may,
it's spot on.
Maybe it is, and let me establish why I'm pointing towards this because
So logic,
if I may, I've let you speak. I've let you speak. I'll let you.
There we go. We'll get a pair, my man. We got this. You got this, my man. Don't let him do this to you.
I want to elaborate. I want to elaborate.
I'm going to
elaborate.
Okay, no, I'm going to server mute you. This is
well,
this
if you
is
serve,
not
if you
your
look,
room, okay?
look, it's not your stream.
Doesn't Darth meme about like being deplatformed and stuff? Oh. Oh, get canceled perspective. You don't have an ultimate reference point. How non-Christian worldview of you.
End of the day. So all you'll be doing is muting me,
You're
talking.
in my room.
Okay, that's really good.
I don't unmute you.
Yeah, this is where his power king comes in. Just short.
Logic.
I want to expand upon what I'm saying.
We're not going to keep on doing this. Okay.
I agree. I don't want to do that.
Oh
now,
no.
I'm going to unmute you in a second.
Well, now we have a derpy Japan the whole game.
Is logic?
Oh no, they fixed that.
Logic what is fundamental and ultimate, instituting and securing all possibility and impossibility.
Sorry, say that again.
Is logic what is fundamental and ultimate, instituting and securing what's possible and impossible?
It is necessarily establishing what is possible.
No, you're not answering the question. Is logic what is ultimate and fundamental?
He is answering the question, just not in the way Darth likes. Common theme you may hear when engaging with presubs.
Instituting and securing what can or cannot be in terms of
Let's get ready for Civil
ontology.
War.
Yes.
Okay, you've now contradicted yourself. Do you realize that?
Get pinned down, scrub.
Is there anything identifiably and defensively ultimate and fundamental that institutes and secures what's possible? And you said you had nothing of the kind.
There is no such thing that is. Maybe I misspoke.
It's no, you didn't. No, I asked you the question several times. It's fresh in my memory.
You misspoke before. Why am I not allowed to misspeak?
I asked you several times earlier in the conversation.
Gotta plant your flag a little bit earlier with this dickhead.
This is being recorded so people can play back the video.
Yes, they can.
I asked you several times over and over again, is there anything that is fundamental and ultimate, right? That institutes and secures
fundamental, yes,
all
ultimate,
possibility. No, okay, good. Then nothing would be ultimate then. And all you have, what is fundamental, is metaphysical pluralism, where you have an array of unconcretely unified, discrete entities, all of which are independent of each other and are.
No, not necessarily, because you could be some form of monist and just not be a particularist in any way, shape, or form, and not concede to any pluralist structure. You can still be a foundationalist, and hey, guess what? Talk like a human being. Try to be an honest human being. That's very possible.
Each sovereign within themselves.
That's begging the question. That's begging the question.
No, that's not begging the question because it wasn't an argument.
Well, it is, because like what you're saying.
This is a really good thing. Maybe I'll go back a little bit in a second, but this is extremely important. I think perspective philosophy is getting to the heart of the matter right here. The presub does beg the question. That's what causes you to be a presuppositionalist. But if you just maybe were a little bit more honest, like, hey, these are my properly basic beliefs. I take a dogmatic approach to justification, and maybe the what do you call it? Trilemma, Gripper's trilemma, or the Munich one. Like, it's not like that would be a much more understandable and honest way or authentic way to come into this. But it also you may not be able to blame him. God has predetermined his mind to be a dickhead and talk to people with a hardened heart in the same way I guess Moses talked to the Pharaoh, just because God kind of wants to have a play or entertainment, like almost in a funny Hindu way, that he's just kind of laughing at the world as we go along. It seems to be from the Calvinist worldview.
No, it's not an argument. It was a statement of what is called metaphysical pluralism. You believe, therefore.
I don't believe in metaphysical pluralism.
Okay, listen to me. Well, then you're going to have to take back what you said. Then now listen carefully.
No,
you told me earlier there is nothing ultimate and fundamental. Now you're changing your tune. Now you're saying, "Oh, now there's something
I
fundamental,
have words.
but not ultimate." Whereas when I asked you before, I asked you
fundamental but
times,
not ultimate, and I've established that numerous times.
Okay, and how do you know what's fundamental?
Through reason, what can and cannot be doubted, what is necessary.
No. I'm talking ontologically. How do you know? Are you omniscient?
Are you omniscient?
No, actually, I'm not.
Okay, so by reason, you know what is fundamental in existence, that is eternal. So is what is fundamental? Is it one thing or is it a plurality?
Actually, may I just push back on that and just
Probably
what
not.
Is fundamental at plurality?
Are you omniscient?
Nope, you're not allowed to push back on that.
Are you omniscient?
Listen to me.
Darth,
you're wasting my
omniscient?
time.
Are you omniscient?
Okay, I don't
You're wasting
have
my
to
time.
be,
You're
because
making
I'm
an
on the
argument
receiving end of a God who is omniscient, and He makes me to know certain things that I cannot be wrong about, that are within the scope of His redemptive plan of history. But since you reject that, I don't want to have to serve or meet you again.
Look. I just want to ask.
The banhammer.
No, listen to me.
I want to ask you.
You claim you're a graduate student.
Yeah, I am. I want to.
You're not acting like
a
graduate
degradation.
Well, I think this is. Funnily enough, I've let you speak this entire time.
Yes, you have.
I'm asking you. Look, mate. Either we're going. Look. You can either look. You can keep muting us. I don't really care. It's my stream, so it's like at the end of the day, like it doesn't really end up doing anything.
I've explained to you my worldview.
One second.
Do you accept the Christian worldview,
guys? Okay.
All right.
Right. So, just to let everyone know, essentially, what I'm trying to ask him is whether he is omniscient in order to show whether he can understand whether something is necessary or not.
Oh wow,
in terms of being
sounds like that makes sense.
Absolute, because I say it's fundamental, which means it's necessitated, but that I cannot know something which is absolute. Now he's saying he can know something which is absolute, which I would argue implies that he would need to be omniscient to know it. He would have to know something which is beyond the capacity of, or absolutely, that which is absolutely knowable, that which is perfect and absolute, which implies omniscience. So he would need to be God in order to be able to show that his position is established here.
And you can't play God, can you? What a sin.
Yeah. Don't
said no, there's nothing identifiable doing that. Now, what is fundamental? Is it a plurality of things, or is what is fundamental a concrete one?
Okay, so what is fundamental is that which is necessitated, which
sounds too reasonable for Darth.
Listen to me carefully. I'm going to tell you this one more time.
It would be a fundamental.
Question.
It would be a fundamental one.
Okay, then distinctions. Then what is fundamental is a concrete one. So then distinctions would be illusory.
Why would distinctions be illusory?
Okay, so they're not illusory?
No, because one.
Can you be a little more nuanced?
What is it? What is the concrete one then?
What is the concrete one? Being.
It depends. Yeah.
That's not informative.
That is informative.
It is the foundation of all concrete.
No, it is not informative.
Not informative.
It is definitely informative, which is why Parmenides argued
I want to know what is concretely one in existence that dictates
just ignore it.
All particulars.
Seems too useful.
What is that? What is that?
How does being dictate all particulars?
No, okay, please don't interrupt. Okay,
please don't interrupt. He's got to finish his.
Telling me it's being
whoever he's with first.
Is beyond
it's kind of
vague
romantic
and ambiguous.
Thing.
It's that's not informative. What is this concrete one?
It is the fundamental is, in the words of Parmenides. It is being.
Okay,
itself.
listen to me. I'm going to end this really soon because you claim that you put yourself on a YouTube, ask a philosopher anything. First of all, you're not a philosopher. You don't have a PhD. No, you're not a philosopher. Have you earned a PhD?
It's not
okay, then don't call yourself a philosopher.
Why do you need a PhD? You're a philosopher.
Okay. Because that's like calling yourself a doctor before you have an MD.
No, it's not. Actually.
No, it's not at all.
All right, we're not going to play these silly little games.
Listen,
I want to know what the concrete one is. What is it? And don't say being. I want.
Don't say being.
Okay, we're done. You're a moron.
There we go. There's the final, the boot. He's gotten the boot. What a hero.
I'm pretty sure. Was that? I think I was. Was that?
Hold on, people can make comments.
yeah.
Oh wait,
in a minute.
is
I
there
just want
more?
to make
Is he
a
trying
comment
again?
here. This is what happens with some of these
Yeah.
graphs.
Oh, then this is every time. Yeah, this is where you can see a little more psychoanalysis happening. He tends to rant and rave, almost like a preacher to his flock about how to own the atheists, own the agnostics, how their non-Christian worldview is their not God world is completely incomprehensible in a very weirdly paternalistic manner.
This is what happens.
When they know that they cannot. Please do not overtalk me. No, we're done. I asked you.
Shit, he found
give me
him.
an informative answer.
Well,
Okay?
I think it's look. Even if you understand,
overtalk me again, I'll kick you from the server.
If you kick us from the server, that's
Okay,
fair enough.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay.
It's fair enough.
And that, my friends, is how not to do philosophy.
Whoa. I just... Does that make sense? Yeah, what? That was the most reasonable thing I heard so far. Holy crap. Let's see if we can get Trotsky in power. I may have messed up already. I think you just need to turn communism for the 40s, and you're good. Do I go for construction 3? YOLO swag, why not? Such a disappointing display, though. It could be also, maybe not to like discriminate on any denomination, but it could be the Calvinism too. It does make some pretty ballsy ass claims about ontology, and very, very freaking arrogant claims about epistemology. Damn, claiming knowledge of like that someone else has, like you have certainty that they have this knowledge, is extremely ballsy considering, you know, problem of induction and memes like that, or solipsism, which are still difficult things to work out for philosophy. And he gives no justice to any of the concepts, which is the most sad part. Oh shit. Do we try to play this? Wait, we can have an atheist state now, right? Can you prevent the religious insurrection? Oh, you have to be democratic. God, I'll just meme him again. Probably shouldn't, it's a little mean, but what are you gonna do, man? From what I'm aware, there's some pretty good normative methodologies to deal with presuppositionalists. I think an easy one I've heard around YouTube and some other Discord communities is ask them about Jesus. If they don't want to talk to you about Jesus and the actual evangelicism that is required from born agains, they should really care about your damnation, because depending on the evangelical, it affects their damnation. No one's saved unless all are saved to some degree. Calvinists are unique because they have the elect. But again, in the same way that Moses was forced to go talk to the Pharaoh, I think they assume that most atheists' heart, or agnostics' heart, they'd call everyone an atheist, is hardened. So only by the grace of God can they be saved. So elect, but it's more of on principle they talk to people and try to convince people. I think there are very nice fantillists. I've heard a couple reasonable ones before on a couple debate channels. It was, I've heard one or two very quite nice debates. Usually they tend to devolve very quickly. And it sucks. I wish it could be a more open forum, especially because there's things that atheists can learn from. Is this gonna mess me up if I take this for the 10% extra political power? I hope not. Is that gonna mess this up? Yeah, pardon. There's some good things to learn from presuppositionalism. It definitely elucidates some parts of metaphysics that I don't think most atheists or agnostics engage with, especially very early on, just because they don't tend to have reasons to, and like I guess post metaphysics is a pretty big meme today. Maybe it's the abundance of STEM lords, or the rise of some sort of scientism that grasps the minds of the value neglected Western world for a multitude of reasons. I guess our cultural values aren't being impressed as much into youth, for good or for bad. But it does leave more of an openness that we should try to learn from and take the world in a more a holistic manner. And I mean holism, not some memey Karen. Pardon. Is this not glitched? Plural E Callus is gonna be the background puppet with Trotsky trying to do it. Maybe the National Socialist German Workers' Party fled over here when they lost the Civil War. Holy crap. I think this may help. I'm not sure if non-aligned Germany is gonna help or not. Oh, is France gonna go copy? Oh my god, dude. If they do, this could be a lot easier. Oh god, I missed that. Oh, can I still? No, I can still help the anarchists. That's great. Ah, oh, damn it, guys. Come on. Why don't you love me? World Revolution, though. Come on. Does it look good in their favor? Oh shit, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Their car lists are actually pretty beefy, man. Can I not send troops? Oh my god. No. No, stop. Are you kidding me? Why? It does make sense. But I would have sent guns to the anarchities. Come on, dude. What the hell? Syndicalism forever. I'm gonna actually cry if they don't win. I'm gonna legitimately be sad. Alright, now that we don't have to worry about our internal BS, let's start beefing up our nation. Should we get Brazil in the alliance? I don't know if I want to try to YOLO swag their capital. Probably a bad idea. I think I'm just gonna ally them. Probably be easier long run. But do I focus that? Nah, let's get our industry in, I guess. It's already 37. No, it's not that bad. We gotta beef up. I want to get my... I kind of don't want to waste the other political power. Just go straight to a war economy, but I don't know if it's going to be worth waiting. It is less expensive, too. Is there a point in prosecuting this? Oh, are we going to do superior firepower? We probably should, since we have a freaking expert in it. Not gonna lie, I feel like it would be a funny meme to beat the Soviet Union as mass assault Mexico, especially if we can get a large chunk of South America for our industrial base. Definitely, probably a dumb idea though. Superior firepower is probably the better way to go. I thought they nerfed it though in recent update. Oof, I know it sounds so frivolous, but it's so hard for me to give up the 5% recruitable population. Reinforcement rate is also unbelievably more useful than people give it credit to be. But are we gonna have the manpower for that? Yeah, maybe when we get freaking one world government. It's not gonna be for a little bit. Oh, we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna do the meme again. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the meme. Sorry to trigger anyone. It's a good meme. Bagreda, Agrestia. The Oof, dude, the anarcho syndicalists and communists, and this, what is it called? Is it around here? The Zapotec region? I'm probably butchering that. Sorry for anyone out there. But in the Zapotec region, there's wonderful libertarian communities that spring up, especially now. It sucks that it's such a destroyed, torn region, but their mutual aid and self-defense from the cartels is extremely beautiful, especially in the face of a faltering central government that's basically just suited drug dealers that maybe only smoke weed, do coke occasionally. Much more high-class villainy. There we go. What's up, guys? We probably should have, but it's whatever. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot it. It works like that. Oh! Is that new? Oh, you took Mr. Pluto from me. That's why you don't do this one. Wait, can I still meme? Or did they take him away? No, I can still do it. I don't care. It's still worth it for the 50%. That's actually stupid. Stop it. Oh my god, dude. That's stupid. Stop. That's literally unfair. Kid. Oh, snap. This may be a little trickier than I initially thought, brothers. How are we looking? 2 to 12. Okay, let's hope it's... Okay, yeah, it's definitely closer to the till. Should we go for the north or south first? Oh, I'm afraid of the choke point. Yeah, we'll go for the north. Let's just get some... Yes, meme tactic. Completely justified. Against 2 civil wars as a frickin' minor. Love the balance, guys. You can't get a pretty overpowered frickin' Mexico. What am I saying? Yeah, no, that's still... you can get a pretty overpowered Mexico. You know what? I never used my Air Force last time. Did they get half of it? Yeah, they did. That's pretty stupid. I don't care. Go fucking do what you need to up there, boys. Yeah, I'll give them caught extra ground crews. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright. Gotta get EGO worker militias. You can get actually some crazy recruitable population as Mexico. Oh my god, and you can like core all of Central America too, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, never mind. Plus, once you reestablish yourself in the US, you're basically a meme. You're slightly overextended US. That's very confused and not sure of its goals. And you still want to kill the Soviet Union even as a communist, which is a pretty funny meme. I get the whole Trotsky stuff, but dude, come on. Just pickaxe to the back. Just wasn't very cash money at all. I can't accept this as a cash money event. Imagine being propositioned for that. Do you think they asked him to get killed by a pickaxe? Was that supposed to be like a workers meme in any way? Probably not. I'm not sure. It's funny though. Get a captain of industry. Probably should have waited for the political power, especially in 37. But I'm just trying to move on. Yeah, let's not push too hard. Let him. Just let them make more of the aggressive moves. Actually. Go down to the military police front. Unless they only had like one guy down here, which would be hilarious. Yeah, no, they definitely had more troops. That's what I thought. Guess I'm just surprised. Ah, shit, you're kidding me, really? Can we get them? Kind of irritating. Oh, no, I think we can get this. Maybe we should have focused south then, derp. Yeah, that's fine. As long as we get these meme lords down here in time. Oh, no women's suffrage? That's a little disappointing. Damn, dude. Cringe. Cringe lack of women's suffrage? Are you kidding me? Fuck it. Should we just go for, no, we can't make frivolous freaking political power endeavors right now. We need an industry. Yeah. Yeah, no. Maybe not for this war in particular, but definitely in a second. Okay, one of you stay here. Careful, boys. There we are. I guess we'll secure the south. Can we, are we gonna have defense on that? Oh. Oh, you fucking dickhead. Get horrorized. So, now that we've wrapped up down here. Oh, they just don't have any factories now. We could just starve them if we really wanted to. Can we try that? Are you gonna push? Or should I let him do that? I don't really want to, but I think it may be a good tactical idea if I can get a unit through there. Oh, I still own that. Hopefully, yeah, they move their forces around. Discombobulatedly. There we are. Yep. Doesn't matter, buddy. Sorry. Uh-oh. Alright, yo, well, let's get some defense, boys. Hey, look who's back. Back again. Wilhelm's back. He's probably not going to get a friend. Oh, wait, Germany turns black after the restoration? That's, oh, that's nice. I like the color. I'm not sure. The gray is kind of cool, though. To be completely frank. Gives me a little more German Empire vibes. What a character. Wait, is Autoturk still alive? No. Oh, I guess they're gonna satisfy his dream pretty well. There you go. Hell, Autoturk. If only he wasn't a liberal. Let's see, is this gonna be possible? We're getting pretty risky now, boys. Have I shredded population? No, not at all. Alright, boys. Can the Bolivarian Alliance hold against the might of the Catholic Democrats? That's pretty weird, actually. Pretty weird to say. Hey, and I think we... Oh, shit, no. Are we not gonna... Ah! Oh, pain. Oof. Oof. God damn it. So much pain. Uh-oh. Alright, let's retreat from, eastern Mexico. I think they should be able to deal with that just fine. Who doesn't love this Spanish Civil War stuff? Oh my god, a las barricadas. Oof. Makes you cry inside, doesn't it? Oof. Almost makes me think of, the Black Army. Oh. Fighting against fate, what are you to do? Oh shit. Should we, make a... Are we really losing? Stop it. Should we make a breakout to, Baja? Or do we just keep trying to get Juarez? Actually, let's get cut off, actually. I may accept this tactic. How close are they to surrender? Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the Chihuahua attack. Dude, Chihuahuas are nice. I have a Chihuahua. I recommend them. They're cute. Just don't get it for the breeder. Don't be a dickhead. Start moving there. There we are. Do we give up Hermosillo for a dead cavalry unit? Probably not. I'm gonna try to be an unbelievable sweat player and not give up any territory. But see if we can. If we can't, it's understandable. I don't care. Oh. It's capitalism, baby. Oh God, I forgot to create an agency. I'm gonna get friggin' invaded, aren't I? Communist menace. Get rid of the Red Scare. Alright, you do have the Neutrality Act. You know what? Should we do a really bad idea? Now, I just don't know if these decisions actually affect this. if I was to trade 5% stability for political power, I'd rather have the political power, but I don't know if this actually affects anything. Should we be pragmatic or true revolutionaries? Probably true revolutionaries. Okay. Is America gonna be like, did you just take our oil? Probably. Yeah, we're gonna need another 8K man to the front wars. Infantry expert for freaking certain. Soldaten. There we go. Can we please get this guy, boys? For the revolution, the Fourth International, the Trotskyite Revolution must continue. World revolution. Die already! Hurry up! I'm busy. Stop attacking me. Stop it! What are you doing? Oh wow. Come on. Give me the Chihuahua. No! Frick frack. Please give me more guns. Please, whatever you do. What do we... No, we don't need any of them. Terribly sorry to inform you. Yes, we're done with the planes, boys. I need freaking... guns. Thank you. Hey, guys, can we have, Air Force? Thank you. Oof. Oof. Alright, Brazil would actually be pretty dope. Oof. That was a mess up. There we go. At least we got some reinforcements on their way. Let's crush our little infantry unit. Maybe we'll try to move to the left with him so we don't have to come off. Alright, we ain't losing anyone, boys. Alright, boys. Little predicament. Ah, beautiful. Alright, we'll be invited to Brazil. Military budget review seems nice. Then we can increase conscription for cheap. Oh, but I think I'm gonna be lured into doing the economy first, like a dumb. I am on it. Yep. Unless, is the political power worth it? Oh, thank God we have an infantry expert. You know, we're gonna be weird as... No, we need the research slot. Not a choice here. Now that we're done with most of our civil unrest. I believe that's the last one. Oh, crap. 120 days? Please. Please accept. Okay, maybe not, boys. We're going back to rent freeze. We gotta make sure we get our war support above 50%. After that, though, we're gonna have to focus on some southward expansion. I don't think I'm gonna do an early war with the U.S. Probably a bad idea, but, you know. Hopefully I'll get distracted. It's the goal. Escape artist probably seems... Nah, infiltration's usually pretty good, but we need some diplo pressure. I don't want to waste any improved relations, but I really would like the 10% from sending an attaché. That would be extremely useful. Well, I'm glad that anarchists are gonna win. That should give me some communism in Europe, as it were. There we go. I kind of want to get recovery rate more, but still not certain. Let's get on the American border just in case. Just in case they get any democracy oil ideas. You know how it be. Oh, snap, they may drift left though. Yep, there we go. Vital spur. The Carlists have a pretty big army. Were they? I wasn't looking, but they couldn't have been the dominant one. It looked like the anarchists was, but they definitely produced a lot of troops. Much more than I'm used to. Now we begin our industrial buildup. Oof. A little scary that that's on the border with us, you know? A little scary, a wee bit scary. Let's see if we can blitzkrieg an industry now. Let's get some, oh, I probably should have Trotsky for that. That probably could help. Do we really have? No. We don't, do we? We gotta get war support, my man. Let's hope we can do this in time. Any of these give me war support, man? Not soon enough. Probably not gonna be in enough time. Damn. Do we just do control of the army for like... we're gonna demobilize last second if we have to. I don't want to get sent back to civilian economy. Yeah. Oof. Maybe, boys. Maybe there's a possibility. Wait a second. Oh, they may win. Oh. Oh no. Ouch. Unless that goes up just perfectly. gonna need to do some hot boy stuff real quick. Who do I not care about? Oof. Just fired a little derped, 1%. Just fired a fascist. Alright, so we're at 22. There we are. Excuse me, Spain? Shut up. I like the anarchists. They're cool. They're my friend. Huh. Alright, well, that's how we're gonna do it then. Just keep delaying it. Let's go and whoa. Do they not like me? Why? I'm a little too tanky for you guys. That sucks. Within this day we live and die. Alright, I'm not gonna make new ones because we're already focusing on guns. Should we just send them more? Oh yeah, why not? We won't be able to much more anyways. Alright, now we're gonna hopefully pressure the US into not being angry at us till they get a little more leftist. Come on, do some more socialism, FDR. Do it. Do it. Hey, do it. Should be going south. I wonder if I'm eating up too much time. Full tension's gonna get high. Yeah, it's 27. It's not that bad. Yeah. Rural school's probably gonna be where it's at. Oil field expansion, that should give us some more. Oh, and then I really want to do nationalize the oil fields. Oh. It's gonna piss off America. Give us more oil. We can do compensation and get in, yeah, even though we're communist. Which is one avenue. I kind of want to be as centralized as possible and not have allies. Allies are cringe, but actually, no, Germany is probably not a good bet. The heavier light tank would be grateful. Oh, but I have to give them rights? No. No, I wouldn't do that. We may go with America and just try to find a cool moment to backstab it when they move all their troops out. That would be pretty funny. I'd really like Belize for free though, but I think they're gonna decolonize. Yeah, and they won't be able to do that anyways. Northern Steel Plants too, pretty big brain. When I get Yadio worker militias, that should help. Shouldn't need to deal with my conscription for a little bit. At least a while, that is. US didn't go fascist. Though it could have been to our favor if we join the Civil War. Alright, come on, guys. Oh, you're actually shredding down to the last man. How brutal. Yeah, Biblio's gonna fall. There's nothing else they can do. Yep. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Hey. And even though I'm freaking authoritarian, I got an anarchy as my friend. We got this, buddy. We kind of extended it as a mandate too, which is pretty funny. You know what else is a pretty cool form of presup? Clarks. Clarkians are pretty cool. They, I think they believe logic is like the mind of God or something. It's pretty funny. What can we do this game? Oh, we could still do Sunset, Sunset Invasion. Yeah, I'll try to do that, actually. Fuck, can we upgrade our industry first? Yeah, we're gonna take that. We don't have that many slots. Hey, but look who just got another one. Oh wait, I want to do an oil expansion, but we're gonna need to permanently get our yeah, what do you call it up if we actually want to frickin'. Yeah, sorry guys, you gotta eat a little dirt. And if we need to, we'll increase volt tension to get right over the hump. Prosecute clergyman. That adds stability, that's funny. Is his ability worse than if he was the leader of the Soviet Union? I think it may be. This needs to go away for a minute. I'm sorry, we're gonna need to pull a external threat. We can't do that, guys. Bye, Portugal. It was an honor. Yeah, there's no way. Oof. Oof, get your freaking beefy ports in, dude. Free freaking factories for anarchist Spain. I hope this AI doesn't kill itself. Oh, wait. Did they just lose? Oh, they may have lost an important unit. The civil wars against Portugal tend to be really unbalanced, it seems, in favor of whoever the illegitimate regime is. I guess they do have like no frickin' stability or support. That's a meme. Portuguese are like, we just gotta make the money trade. That's all we gotta do, dude. And then we can form Hispania again. We can do it. We can really do it. Oh no, wait, they're coming from the north. Whoa! Alright, well, they lost. Looks like frickin' Anarchist Portugal is doing the heavy lifting, man. Unless this turns brutal. Looks like it's turning brutal. Yeah. Guess just upgrade our guns. Portugal, are you gonna die? You may actually be stronger in Spain. That's pretty funny. Oof, they still have disbanded army too. Will I get anything if I declare war on them? See if I can get it in time even. Watch them get guaranteed. Oh, snap, did I? Probably lost some days of my focus. Let's get some oil. No. Oil. Are we gonna be free trade? Are we? Let's go, dude. We are frickin' market socialists over here. Oh, it may be time to get our political power. Yeah, it seems like the best idea right now. We're gonna need him for a while. See if they can hold out. That would be so funny if I got to snag a colony. Have you not done this yet, AI? Aw, dude, the Spain's not gonna get any cool infrastructure. But that may be why Portugal survived if they did their military. Yeah, conscription, yeah. It's pretty funny. Come on, come on. Trotskyist Mexico is selling the oil, boys. Calls World War, maybe. We'll wait till the war starts. Maybe they'll be smart then? Bad assumption. Yeah, bad assumption. State education. Get that bulwark against Bolshevism going. Alright, what? 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 Who else saw that? Disappointed. Do we still have time? We may still have time. Let's hope we have time. Probably not. Oh, what's up, police? How you doing? Maybe they'll give me some factories. Ah, yeah, we're not going with England. That's freaking stupid. Bye, Portugal. I tried my best to invade you. I'm sorry I couldn't join in. Oh wait, are they gonna hold the line for a little bit longer? Jesus, dude. The number's definitely going down really fast. What's this at? They gotta take like one more thing and it's over. Portuguese just crushed some Spanish units though. Holy crap. This Portugal doesn't want to die. He won't accept death. It's wrong. It's not how it works. Oof, I don't know, but it's looking like we may want to call it for this episode, boys. We got Trotsky into power. We got the Trotskyists, communists in. We memed on 2 civil wars. Oh my god, and the good music just starts. But we're most likely gonna get worker militias pumped up after state education, maybe before, but the goal is nationalize the oil fields when Britain and is distracted at the least, and hopefully prepare for a defensive war. If they say no, it's just cool in general, and we may be able to meme an Aztec Eagles straight down, but if not, I may actually want to fight a war with the US with them declaring. Maybe I could get a huge coalition in the south to come up, but it didn't seem to help me before when I played Mexico. Alright boys, let's hope we can get a slice of Portugal. Catch you next time.